What's up, my people? Happy new week. How na day waiting they have been waiting this up. Welcome back to our channel. We have a lot of things to talk about today. I even had to drop some news. I even had to skip some reports. It's just too much to talk about. You know, I didn't make a video on a Saturday and Sunday. Interesting stuff happened over the weekend, by the way. First, let's talk about politics. Just a tiny bit. Okay, here we have Davido's uncle. No wonder. You know, dollars has been scarce these days. You know, you go to banks, you can't even withdraw dollars. It's always unavailable. What's going on? Yes, politicians are hoarding dollars, you know, so that they can share everywhere. But this time, Davido's uncle is saying that even if it takes me spending millions of dollars, I'm just exaggerating anyways, but what he's trying to say in essence is prepared financially to make sure that he wins this seat in Osun State. He might win, I don't know, but he said it in Yoruba. I understand that you guys have the power to put me in there, but to fight my opponent, I don't care to spend, you know, any currency to make sure I secure that seat. I don't know, maybe he's trying to make a reference to what happened last time. Davido believed that they actually played a fast one on him. You know, that's what Davido said. Even himself, he believed that, you know, the whole thing was rigged and it was, yeah. But this time he's saying he is prepared. It's come with euros, pounds, and dollars. Let's watch this.
You are the one to decide. You should already ever pay, ever for ya. So by that, I want you, but you go one day.
Tinubu said, those I made are now pointing fingers at me. So Tinubu, what are you trying to say? Well, Tinubu also, this is in Niger State, he also boasted that he will defeat all of them in the presidential primary election. He said, look, these people don't even know I'm a big fish, you know, in that party. He's so confident about it. He said he would defeat them all in the primaries, including Oshibajo, who to me seemed like the people's favorite. I don't know yet, but it seems like a lot of people are drifting towards him than Tinubu. I don't know, even some Yorubas. Okay, guys, that is it. Now, the dramas, the rumors. You guys know what's going on. You know, that's what social media is all about these days. And I think that's what we always look forward to. Okay, what's the recent drama now? It's funny, right? Yuledoche posted a video, right? Well, Yuledoche ended up saying nothing, right? Like in the whole video. I thought he was going to talk about the wife doing something in the family, because it was like, I'm going to speak for 12 minutes, like Yuledoche. You didn't really say anything. It was just Yuledoche telling people to mind their business. We were sitting on our own. We were sitting on our own jejely. When you came and told us you have a son with another woman who is not your first wife, and now you're telling people to mind their business. Yuledoche, what is going on with you? Yul. I don't know. So Yul just reminds me of the fans who would come on social media, the same fans who click to listen to the gossip that they are condemning. They come to click, listen to the gossip and say, mind your business. Are you minding your business by clicking? Like, You want to know about another person's life, and you came in. It's such hypocrisy. Yule Doche said, shame on all of you. You have no right to judge him. That it is his life. That if he likes, he can marry 125 wives. That is your business, truly, you. But again, we were sitting on our own jelly before you came with your marital problems. Okay, guys, let us watch this video.
It's my life. All right? It is my life. Listen, I have the right to wake up in the morning and marry 25 women. If I like, I make it up to 50. It is not your business. It is not the business of, everyone around and, to be saying things. It's my life. It is my life. The energy that you all are channeling into, this thing. I mean, on a personal issue, my own personal issue. That's why politicians don't take the people seriously. Nigerian politicians don't take Nigerians seriously. I mean, we have a lot of issues in this country. So many issues. Have you all channeled this energy to those issues? Have you? No, you have not. I mean, a party promised us $1 to 1 naira. And by the time they made this promise, a dollar was 216 or 215. Today, the dollar is 590. It exchanges at 590 naira and still going up. What have you all done about it? Nigerians, what are you saying about it? What are you saying to these people, the same party? I mean, I see people, youths, also forming groups, different support groups for the same party. And these are the same people who come online to say things about me, to judge me. Shame on all of you. I repeat myself, shame on all of you. You have no rights. It is my life. Like I said before, it is my life. I have the right to wake up in the morning and marry 100 women in one day. It's my life. It's not your business to judge me. The only person I owe an explanation is May, my wife. She's the only person I owe an explanation. Yes. And when and how that explanation is done is still not the business of people out there. It is not. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be factual. There are men out there, a lot of men who have children from different women. They even have different families. We have women who have children, who are married, who have children for other men in their families. We have priests, we have clergymen, pastors who have children from different women, from different marriages, all over the place. All sorts of issues, yet these people don't have the guts to come out and own up to it and say, these are my children, this is my child, or anything like that. And then someone like me, a man like me who has, who has the integrity, who has the respect, who has the guts to come out and own up. And people are saying things about me. Shame on you. Can you hear me? I said, shame on you. There are problems all over the place.
Another drama is kind of big over the weekend is Tonto Dike and Kpokpogri, Tonto Dike's ex. So all of a sudden, we got a report that, they're about to demolish this man's house in Abuja. Everybody was shocked. What did he do? Although, the FCT minister came out to say, this guy's house is on a major road, not even a house, a mansion, a beautiful mansion. It's so unfair, what they did to him. Because according to him, he's got the papers and everything. So, might be political. We don't know, because he's also a politician. He also practiced that. But Tonto Dike came into the picture at this point and said, whoa, yes, you see what he did to me, what he did this, what did... Guys, honestly, I don't know what to make of this. Laughing at someone because something bad happened to them, and you think it's karma. What if it's not karma? What if without you, with you or without you, would have happened anyway? But yeah, I understand where Tonto Dike is coming from, but I just sympathize with him, because we all have done something that also deserve karma. Even Tonto Dike herself. So this is just so sad to see things like this on social media. Even though most people don't care on social media, at least most people have like that sympathy within them. Even though after that they move on to do something else, right? But I don't know, guys. I went through the comment section. Some people, supported Tonto Dike. Like, they were so happy. They said, this is karma. I think we should just pity Kpokpogri for this. This is a huge amount of money. He said they lost 700 million naira. That's what he used to build the house. He was in pain. You understand? So Tonto Dike wrote this. She says, anyone waiting for me to stop laughing is a complete joker. I can't and will never sympathize with this man. It's his cross. He should carry it. This man almost killed me financially, emotionally, and otherwise. If I had committed blah 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 suicide after he threatened to expose our explicit tape, or even when he released the crying audio, it would have been 2 weeks of goodbyes and the world moves on. People need to understand that karma exists, and I hope it's not the last until he does the right thing. Okay, make I sleep small. I will come back and do Saraka or something. I ain't no pretender. Most of you losers will do what I'm doing times 10 in your privacy. If that's you, which is 99% of the clowns judging me, you are a coward. I'm rejoicing to the karma of Kpokpogri and ain't nothing no one can do. She says, it continues here, when you mess with the wrong woman, you get all you deserve. And Kpokpogri was busy crying because of this.
Money? I don't know what is happening. I don't know what is happening. See the next thing, FCDA came and they started demolishing my house without giving me a notice. I don't know the person that paid them to do this. See, you can see the caterpillar. You can see when they are demolishing my house without my notice. I'm a journalist, but see, they have the right to give me notice. They have the right to give me notice. They have the right to give me notice. I want to know who is doing this. Nigeria, you people should see what is that house this morning. FCDA came without giving me notice. They started demolishing my house. See, people can see them. See, people can see. My children is inside the house. I don't know what is happening. I have all my documents. I have my building approval. I have everything inside the house. They came without notice, and look at what they are doing. They start demolishing my house without no single notice. I don't know what is happening. It's just a week ago. See, they came to write in my gate. See, the next thing I see, they came and start demolishing my house. Look at the people. I'm going live already. Yes, I'm going live already. Look at them. I don't know the person that sent them. I don't know what happened. This is exactly what the people are seeing now. Is what I'm seeing. And my children are inside the house. Sure, people can see. My children are inside the house. I have visitors inside the house. This one just came and started demolishing my house without no reason. Hey. Oh, this war. The war have started. You can see the men. I don't know what happened. They came and they started demolishing my house. Look at people, everybody are still building. So I don't know where they got this order from. I don't know where this authority came from, but I will get to the root of this matter. Look at my house. Everywhere. Look at my cinema room. This is my cinema room. See my cinema room? Scattered. I spent over 700 million in building this particular building. Over 700 million that I put in this project. You know, I paid everything that I need to be paid to the government. Bros, thank you. I paid everything that need to be paid to the government before I started this project. Just of it suddenly, because I refused to sell my property, it now become a crime.
So what is your take on this? Are you okay? You know, Tonto Dike laughing at this guy, you know, laughing at him going through this hard time, or it's karma, he deserves it. He had posted saying, "My house on the hilltop overseeing Abuja city before the demolition. Exactly 1 year today that my senior friend Ned Onwoko opened my house in Abuja. The minister ordered its demolition after many persons offered money to buy it, which I rejected. In Abuja, I can't be a tenant. By next week, I will be a landlord again in Abuja, the same area." Okay, guys, that is another drama right there. We have Nkechi Blessing. Nkechi Blessing keep talking and talking and talking. Now, waiting when they say that the freeze for be this, that the freeze that the freeze is always there when it comes to things like this. Yeah, and Nkechi Blessing like keep revealing a lot. Nkechi Blessing, hey, well, you know, I understand everybody have the right to express themselves the way they want. So Nkechi Blessing, do whatever you want.
I insert my hand inside my video and put it in my mouth. That's how clean and how I love my body. Himself, no, person when they cry on top of me, they can't tell me rubbish for Instagram.
In the cry. Come. Explain that side. Give us.
Now love.
Yeah.
That if it was in love.
Lori buruku ni falego.
Oh.
One can tell me about hygiene. You want to say the house where they stay for London, the compound people, one person abused me one time, say, "Nkechi, na trenches for London you did." You want to say you are not even proud to show the full view of your house. I just squeeze myself for London. Not maybe there for America for big house like this where they fella. You don't see where they. I just squeeze myself for inside house, a whole MBS of Lagos, where live mansion, where build a whole 4-bedroom suite bungalow. I can't just squeeze myself for QBQ. Then why?
Well done, girl. Well done.
This is a bodysuit.
Then you can wear it.
Bodysuit. This is, you can wear this and wear a jacket on it and you're good to go. You can wear this and wear a suit on it and you're good to go. Can you see?
So if you wear this one, you don't need to wear pants again.
I don't understand. I don't even wear this one unless if maybe I won't wear clothes where maybe I won't wear suits. I don't want to wear shirts inside suits. Or I don't even they wear them on, you know, or I won't wear something where go just because this is my own and it has this fitting. Look at this thing. It will demarcate your boobs and give you this firm. You understand? Now they see I don't even wear this at all because this one said last I just buy them recently when they come. Because if you want wear suits, I will wear them on top. Wear my jackets, then you are free. You are good to go. I want person to tell me that they wear pata. Oh no, you didn't wear pata like me. Motaka oshida. Pata.
That was what that much speak. I mean,
but after that, Nkechi Blessing posted again saying, "It took me 1 whole year to realize you were the one." Nkechi Blessing, what is your problem? Who is the one again? It took you 1 whole year to realize you're falling in love again. Allow your body rest, please, man. Taking a break is very, very important in this situation, Nkechi Blessing. The last time you told us, oh, you're dating a 60-something-year-old man. Now it seems like you're trying to tell us that you're falling in love again. Nkechi Blessing, what is the matter? Guys, let us move straight to the next one. Ladies, let me know what you think about this. What is this lady trying to say here? Because I don't understand. Let's watch.
So you have a appointment that is supposed to fetch you big money, and your period just came out. Then you are confused. What will I do? How will I lose this money now? I don't want to lose this money. My dear, I have a solution for you. All you have to do is get a very clean cotton wool. Very clean cotton wool. Use it to pad yourself off. Insert it deep inside your neck. Then while going, carry a lubricant, because sometimes the cotton wool gets to like dry up the redness. So use a lubricant. That guy is never going to notice. He's not going to notice you on your period. He will even give you head. Look at very well without noticing you on your period. So my dear, go and get your money. Go and run your shit and collect your money. Thank you.
Keeping up with the Dean's Family, episode 30. So remember, this man, some people on social media calls him a narcissist, you know, but others believes that Cora herself has a problem, or she's the issue. Remember, this man himself said it, you know, in the beginning of this whole drama. He said that earlier in their relationship she cheated, but in the marriage she didn't. And now this man, to counter what the sister said, that Cora's sister, because Cora's sister is in the picture now, even though some people were like, Nasi, face your own family, you have kids, you have a family, why are you like into your sister's business this much? Don't you have other things to do? This lady released some pictures to prove that this man is cheating with a lady, a Brazilian woman, a 19-year-old woman who said at that time she was 18. They even released the video. This lady kissing this man on the head, you know, the lady that's probably speaking out. Although the man said she was paid to do that, but videos can't lie. Like, you were in the video, right? She was kissing you. I mean, you're married and this person is kissing your forehead. You're cool with it. Like, you guys were found in a compromising position. Considering the fact that you're a married man, I don't think it's okay, right? But that aside, so this guy had, you know, said that, you know, Cora didn't cheat, and later came out to say, you know, Cora, to counter this, to say, oh, Cora cheats.
The comments that I made about Cora being a chronic cheater were inaccurate to my knowledge. She cheated at the beginning of the relationship. It caused a rift. I have forgiven her, and we have tried to move on. All the comments about these children not being mine are absolutely false. These are my children. I love them. And all other statements that I made in that post are accurate and correct.
I never physically assaulted Cora. She constantly was trying to get me to, but I am not a physically abusive man. Have I called her names? Yes, I have. Why? Why would I call her names? Because she told me that Athena may not be my child. And then I found out via text messages that I received from the girl who Cora cheated on when she was pregnant with Athena. I have text messages proof, and I've talked to the girl who gave me the messages, who ended the engagement with her fiance of 7 years or whatever it was, because she had slept with a pregnant woman. 4 months pregnant. She was sleeping with other men. And I have proof. I'm not going to post it. I didn't even want to talk about it. But that's what she's carrying on about. She's carrying on.
Now, you know, when we talk about receipts, it's not just money. It's got nothing to do with money anymore. Just know that it's got to do with secrets. So that is what is going on right now. Nasi is posting receipt on social media to show that this man actually cheated in their marriage, and he's the one pointing the finger. So this man himself said that Cora also, this man was the first to say that Cora cheated on him, and later he came back to say Cora has been cheating even in their marriage and stuff like that, just to counter this. So we don't even know what to believe anymore. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. This is like crazy, because it's now like we are so important on social media, like we are the judge, and these people need us to, you know, pick and choose who wins, like, or who is leading. It's like the social media right now has become a place where you have imaginary in-laws to settle your matter. Speaking about sharing stuff on social media without thinking about the other person, without thinking about other people, putting your stuff on social media. Here we have one Adewale Omoba who says, I'm still very much in love with the last babe I dated before marrying my wife. Okay, it should have been her, but her mother was vehemently against her marrying outside Catholic. She is everything I ever wanted that my wife isn't. And you shared this on social media? If your wife, somebody replied, if your wife sees this here, it will hurt her so much. However, I understand how you feel. If you can't continue, move on. He replied saying, she knows this. Your wife knows this. Wow. I've told her severally to her face, hoping she did try to be better in very many little things, for which I prefer my ex over her. Another person asked, what is the name of Efraid is going on here? This is why people shouldn't marry out of pity. Be very sure before you commit, because I can't begin to imagine what the wife would be going through being compared with someone else all the time like this. Do better, man. And I replied, marry a woman who is always tired from morning till night. Have you ever asked yourself why she's tired? Why she's always tired? Too tired to cook for our own self and see what I'm going through. First, are you a Christian? If yes, so both of you couldn't agree to you converting to Catholics. Guy, forget that babe. Focus on the wife you have. No ruin your life for something we don't pass. And he replied, now bro, convert to Catholic just to satisfy mother-in-law? How many more compromise would I have to make in the marriage? We already agreed that I won't stop her from attending Catholic, and I did stick to my Pentecostal. My life philosophy is live and let live. Yet you left her. I mean, you could have become a Catholic yourself and still be with your ex, but you left her. Because of that, if you really love her, you will fight to get her and become a Catholic yourself if you're so really into her like that. And you're left. So what are you saying now? I don't get. You marry somebody else and you want them to be that ex. Nothing she will do that will satisfy him because it's already in his head. If you don't like what your wife is doing, make sure you fix it. Make sure you guys work, as long as the wife is willing to work with you on it. Like, make sure you guys work in a loving way. You know, in a loving way, then she will listen. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe, you know, the way this guy is reacting makes her feel tired and pained and like traumatized. Who knows? Says, you have to be true to yourself. I just saw your tweet. That's what somebody said from way back. And if you aren't happy about the changes or non-giving, then you can end it. Marriage is supposed to be a forever thing with love. This regrets all the time won't give you and your wife a chance to even be happy. And he replied, well, I'm learning the best way to cope with this. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. I could leave this marriage and enter a much worse one. You see, that is why you have to learn to work with her on it, because you might even enter the one where we say, hey, except I want to stay alone forever, which I am not. Forever is the deal in this one. Can't live away from my baby girls. Now, here's another person who says, I think the issue is that you don't like some things your wife does. If not for that, will you miss your ex? Instead, try to work things out with your wife. Only you understand what you are going through. And it says, you get the gist. The only problem is how to work things out with my wife. It's almost impossible, though I resorted to overlooking many things just to let peace reign. Exactly what I'm facing in my life right now, somebody replied. She's the true meaning of perfect, if ever that existed. But she's JW. What's JW? And I'm Catholic. Every waking morning feels like a countdown to inevitable breakup, and trust me, it's not a good feeling. Okay, moving on to the next one. Ex-wife Michelle Jackson. She reveals why they divorced, and she's sweet. She seems like a sweet lady, to me. A nice one. Let's watch.
You and Don Jazzy, how wanna take meet and then waiting when I marry? Why wanna take marry? How long wanna marry and then waiting happen? How you take me Don Jazzy first and then tell us what I wanna marry and then in go on in knee propose all this kind of stuff. Waiting happen? Tell us.
Okay, so we met. Well, how can I put this? Okay, so I didn't actually meet Michael until he came to my home. But
now you name it that Michael.
Sorry, that's a bad habit. Yes, Don Jazzy, aka Michael. So we were in a club, and at the time he was in a group called the Solek Crew. Okay. And at the time him and a couple of his other bandmates were handing out flyers, promoting their group. And I was in the club, I was fanning myself. It was really, really hot. And when I cooled down, I eventually had a look at the flyer. I saw this handsome, tall guy, on the flyer. And I was like, oh, he's nice. So I had a friend who claimed to know him and said, oh, do you want his number? And I was like, yeah, sure. Anyway, Michael didn't come over. It was his mobile phone. And I tapped my number in the phone, and a couple of days later he called. Okay. And I invited him down to my home, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, I didn't actually meet him in the actual club, which is crazy.
So now from there relationship takes start.
Yeah, I think we kind of hit it off. We're very similar. I'd say we're very similar, both very bubbly people, personalities. And yeah.
As a person romantically, how you could describe him?
As in, how am I describing Michael?
Yes, as a romantic person, as a person where you, at what point you come marry?
So it was, we dated for a while, and then probably about a year after we got married.
Okay. How I did him propose?
I can't actually reveal how that happens.
So just give us more. He go down the knees, buy ring.
I'm gonna have to mute that one. Sorry.
Okay, but eventually when I marry.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so how long?
How long were they married?
So for a couple of years. We married for a couple of years.
A couple of years, like 2-3 years.
Yeah, 2 years. 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Una born pikin?
No.
No. Okay, so what's happened? Why not do they married again?
Well, do you know what? Like, music. Don Jazzy is music. Okay. Like, and I've said to him many times, he's not just got a talent, but he's got a special gift, and he just needed to go and be himself and go and do his music. Music kind of got in the way a little bit of the relationship. We were very young as well, so
Well, I never know too much about life.
Exactly, and if I was in the same situation now, it might be very different.
When you say very young, like early 20s?
Yeah, I was a week after my 22nd, well, just over a week after my 22nd birthday. Okay. So, you're young.
But you start, you be music person, right, from 8 to 15.
Yeah.
So somebody go assume, say, since you be music person and you come married on Jazzy, will be music person too, if for day easier, why music can't take the same thing which one a day used to?
Well, do you know what? We were both in pursuing our music careers at the same time, and then he got discovered by JJC Skills, and then it sort of took him out of the home a lot more. Okay. And at this point, I'd sort of put my music on the back burner so that to try and balance some home life. But yeah, he was very into the music, and it kind of got in the way. Yeah.
Now, guys, the next news right here is a sad one. Right, this got to do with a guy. Okay, let me take it from here. I woke up this morning, saw a message from someone. They sent me pictures and explained what happened to me. A young man was killed. This young man's name is Uncle David. He's a Christian, right? So this person that broke the news to me says, look, this person was killed by Muslim Hausas, right? But I watched the video, I could hear them saying Yahoo boys and stuff like that. So this got to do with, Okada riders. So maybe a lot of Okada riders over there did the lynching and the killing. Maybe most of them are Okada riders and they are Hausas. I don't know. But I think the main story which somebody shared on social media was, this is the real story leading to justice for Dave Sound. That's his name. He's a sound engineer. Because I'm seeing some comments about my brother-in-law being a Yahoo boy, ritualist, and it's really breaking my heart. Now, this happened at Admiralty Lekki. Just after the incident that happened in Sokoto, this happened in Lagos, right? So we keep talking about, oh, the northern part of Nigeria. Like, it's crazy. I mean, to make matters worse, like this happened in Lagos, Lekki, Admiralty Way. Let's continue. And it's really breaking my heart. Yes, Uncle David was killed over 100 naira. This is what really happened. The bike man involved carried 2 passengers to drop near Beer Barn, Admiralty Way, Lekki, Phase 1. Uncle David was not one of these passengers. These passengers were some of the musicians that came to work at Beer Barn. Bike man was supposed to collect 400 naira. The guys gave him 500 naira. Bike man said he didn't have 100 naira change. The 2 guys didn't have 2. So they gave the bike man 300 naira, assuring him that they are regulars on the street and will balance him whenever they see him. The men turned to leave and the bike man grabbed one of the guy's shirts, tearing it in the process. The guy whose shirt the bike man tore turned and punched the bike man, which resulted into the bike man fainting, knocked out of consciousness. All these while Uncle David was inside the Beer Barn. It was when people around, including the bike man's tribesmen, started dragging these 2 guys to wake up the bike man. That was when Uncle David was called in. My brother-in-law came to separate fight too. Prior to this, around last week, someone had slumped and died, and people had suspected foul play, saying the incident was linked to guys on a bike who could possibly be Yahoo boys. So when this incident involving the bike man occurred, people automatically assumed that Yahoo boys are at play again. When Uncle David saw that there was an angry mob and the situation had been blown out of proportion and accusations were flying around, he ran and hid himself. The woman who didn't know the origin of the whole issue is always like that. Someone who doesn't even know anything will just come in and point fingers. Said found Uncle David hiding and directed the mob to where he was, accusing him of being a ritualist. They used stone to break his head. They beat him, stripped him naked, and eventually set him on fire. This is what happened. This is the truth. Uncle David was a reputable human being. He wasn't dragging 100 naira with a bike man. He was called in to separate the fight. The 2 guys involved were beaten almost to death and now in critical condition. So the 2 guys were also beaten almost to death. Just when I thought I've seen it all with Deborah, now this one, David. So I think what this person was trying to say is the people that beat, Uncle David were actually our houses and they are Muslims. So that's it. But I think we should just focus on the 100 now because I don't think it has to do with religion here, but I understand. So it's just so sad. They said this guy is a father of 2. Very sad situation, and his friends are still in hospital. Guys, what do you think about this? I mean, this is the man. According to reports, they said he was still in church last week helping an injured sister. Let's watch this.
You break your knee? Yeah, something like that.
No, she no break.
She no break her mind. You not dislocate her. She no go face. Eh? No, you no dislocate. She just. Ori dey, you get ori. Deep hit na in use. Ori, no ori, deep hit. No, Dr. David.
Remember what happened with Deborah? I think this guy, they caught the guy, the police arrested him, and immediately the guys in Sokoto, the youth of Sokoto started protesting that they must release the culprits, those people who championed the killing, who actually killed this girl. Like, it's crazy. You guys are protesting to release a killer. So the Buhari's daughter reacted to this. I mean, it's crazy, you know, how those people take this whole religion thing. And seriously, I didn't see the correlation with what she posted. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, Nigeria is not a Muslim country to start with, but she posted it and said how to respond to people who insult our beloved prophet.
When insults the Prophet ﷺ, this depends. If you are in a Muslim country, this is a major offense that requires the intervention of the Muslim ruler. So you simply report this individual to the court or to the Muslim ruler, and it is the duty of the Muslim ruler to execute after going through legislative processes and going in front of a panel of judges. And this is done in Muslim countries. The honor of the Prophet ﷺ is way more important than anything else. So in Muslim countries, this is a cardinal sin. This is a capital offense that has to be addressed by the Muslim.
Adamu Gabal says something. I mean, we know Adamu Gabal. He's a controversial man. So I don't think we should just stop taking this guy serious. Here is someone who calls himself Professor Ibrahim. Just crazy to hear this from a professor, a so-called professor. It should be known to everyone that we, the Muslims, have some red lines beyond which must not be crossed. The dignity of the Prophet is at the forefront of the red lines. If our grievances are not properly addressed, then we should not be criticized for addressing them ourselves. Now, here are the parents. It's sad, you know, seeing the parents in this state. You know, a daughter, a beautiful girl, 200 level student of Shehu Shagari College of Education, killed in that manner. That is the trauma they will be going through right now because of how she was killed. Their daughter, a child from Niger State, originally from Niger State, who was, you know, sent to school in Sokoto State. I mean, it's just like you send her to die in that. They will blame themselves, but it's not their fault. But I understand what trauma can cause. We know that they will include politics in this. I think I watched the vice president's interview about this, and the vice president was very careful with the statement. What is your reaction, Vice President? And guess what? Vice President started quoting Mr. President. What is your own reaction, Vice President? But we understand the Vice President. You're trying to protect your vote. You know, in the northern part of Nigeria, a lot of you are trying to protect your vote. Same thing with Atiku, pretending he doesn't know, like he doesn't know what is going on, that he wasn't the one who tweeted that.
Alpha. Good evening, what's your reaction to the reported claim of a student to Sokoto over alleged blasphemy?
Okay, first let me say that, of course, the President has reacted to that statement that was issued earlier, condemning the action, you know, and but I must say that it's a deeply distressing thing, very disturbing that such an atrocious killing of a young lady by mob, you know, who, you know, by mob who took the law into their own hands. I think it's very unfortunate indeed. But I'm very happy that about the very swift reaction of the Sokoto State government.
Every tweet has to get my approval. Unfortunately, this tweet, because I was traveling all over the country, did not have my approval. So I said it should be taken out. And that every tweet must have my express approval. I am not a person who is afraid to take stand on issues. You know the stand I took on Sharia. I was pelted, I was abused in the north, but then how long did the Sharia last? I told them they were having a political Sharia. And I was vilified. They threw stones at me. There is nothing they did not do. That did not make me change.
TVC's report on this will shock you. They said late Deborah was killed because of ASU strike. Is this a mistake? Oh, no, don't blame that lady. Don't blame the newscaster. I mean, she's just reading something in front of her.
The discontent of Nigerian students over the lingering ASU strike is rising to new heights. In Sokoto, one student of the Shehu Shagari College of Education was killed as many embittered students protested what they called a hold on their lives. No official statement has been released by school authorities, but the school has been shut down indefinitely to curtail escalation of the crisis as the school authority beefed up security personnel on the campus.
Okay guys, oh my god, it's gonna be a long video today. It's Monday, so you guys understand, most of you understand. Today's question, let me know what you think. A man caught his wife cheating, snapped and framed the picture. He put it in their living room and told the wife the day she takes it down marks the end of their marriage. What's your take on this? Guys, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. That's where we're going to hold it finally. Till we see next time, peace.